Welcome to MetalVice in 666. I'm your host, Brian, joining the other host,
Karen.
And for this episode, since it's October, or soon to be October, or...
This will be posted in October.
This will be posted the first Monday of October. Yes, so whoever's listening to this after October, sorry, whatever, I don't know.
Pretend it's October.
Yes, because I want to talk about scary movies. It's spooky season, as people say. Halloween, one of my favorite fucking holidays. The kickoff to, fall, one of my favorite holidays. Actually, my favorite holiday, so... I love
Fall is your favorite holiday?
Holidays. Fall is my favorite holiday, yes. But
Holidays, I'm going to start calling it that.
I love watching scary movies, especially in October. I eat a candy bar a day, watch scary movies every night. Like, I don't know, it's fucking awesome.
That's not healthy.
It's not healthy, but it's fun. I want to be a kid again, so that's what I do. Anywho, I want to talk about some horror movies or scary movies that have sort of a musical tie-in or metal sort of tie-in. So that's what this episode's all about. Just going to go over a list of a handful here. Of course, there's your classic Halloween movies such as Rocky Horror Picture Show. Great movie to watch during the Halloween time, at least for me. Other times as well, but I love Rocky Horror Picture Show, especially in Halloween. And it's a musical, so fucking awesome. And then, of course, there's stuff like Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah, I was going to say all of... Yeah.
His
Rob
Halloween.
Zombie has so many movies, too.
He does. Devil's Rejects, House of 1,000 Corpses,
Yeah.
a bunch of them out there, yeah. So
I can't believe I saw House of... I'm not into scary movies. I'm not into horror movies. But I did see House of 1,000 Corpses at the Newton, Iowa Drive-In.
Yeah.
Movie
So
theater.
there's all of the Rob Zombie movies you can watch. Not necessarily a musical tie-in per se.
Yeah, it's Rob Zombie.
Other than it being directed by
Yeah.
Rob Zombie. And I think even written by him on a lot of those movies.
And I think they have pretty good soundtracks, if I remember right.
They do. Halloween has a pretty good soundtrack, that first one.
Yeah.
But the other ones out there, the first one I want to talk about is Deathgasm. We watched this a couple years ago. We'll watch it again. But yeah, these like two best friends make a metal band and find these lyrics in like this house for a song, or they find this book or some shit, and they use that to form the lyrics, which turns out that it's like a demonic chant or something to raise up demons from hell to take over the world. So they accidentally write the song to do that. And as they're playing the song, these like zombie type creatures come out and start attacking the entire neighborhood and whatnot.
Yeah. And don't their parents or his parents not want him to be playing music because they think it's devil music anyways?
So I think he as a kid is like a stepbrother or a stepson to, not even a stepson, like it was a Harry Potter type situation where the parents died. Now he's with like the aunt and uncle
like
type
a family.
thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And they're super religious and whatnot.
Yeah. I remember that part. And then he like starts singing the song.
And his brother or the cousin or some shit's a complete douchebag tool type guy. So yeah. It was a fun movie. I need to watch it again. They are making a second one. I think it's supposed to be out this year.
Oh, okay.
And Matt from Trivium, the lead singer and one of the guitarists, is making the music, I think is what I heard. Like he's doing the soundtrack for that second Deathgasm movie.
Interesting. That'll be fun.
So it's supposed to be out sometime this year in 2025, I think, from what I remember reading, but I don't know if it's actually going to come out or not. But hopefully soon the second one will be out and we can watch that one too. The other one I want to talk about is Uncle Peckerhead. We just watched this one. I watched it when you were out of town last year over Halloween. I think you were in like Disney's like not so scary Halloween, and I was watching Halloween movies. And I found this one. I find it fucking hilarious, but there's this band who is just starting out. They're doing their first ever tour, like a small little road tour, whatnot, around their state or whatnot. And they're like a punk band that they're just touring, just three of them. And they don't have any money. They're getting like their house is getting, they're getting not foreclosed. They're getting kicked out of their apartment or evicted. Yeah. And their car got repossessed, so they don't have a car. So they're out looking for a van to use that they can sort of tour with. And they've run into this guy and he's like, I have a van that you can tour with, but I need to drive it because this is sort of my home. So I'm going to go on with you. I'll be your roadie. And the lead singer, not the lead singer, like the lead person of this band, the bassist, is like completely against it. She doesn't like this guy. The other two members love him. Turns out he's like this vampire zombie type dude at midnight for 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say, for a very short period of time. And
then he goes off and kills a bunch of people. And the band knows about this, but they like drug him to pass him out or make him like fall asleep type thing. It's just funny. Like they go to like a venue and the promoter gives them very little money, and then he goes and kills the venue guy and takes all the money from them.
It's almost anytime like somebody pisses him off or something like that, he just goes and kills them.
And he's like there to support the band, so he's like all for the band and whatnot. It's fucking hilarious. I found it fucking hilarious. You did not enjoy it all that much.
No, I mean I kind of passively watched it anyways, but I just don't care for these types of movies. It's not my thing. It's like I know when we were on Headbangers Boat last year, I think Jose Mangan said like, obviously if you're into metal, you're into horror movies. I'm like, not me. I'm not. But and in Uncle Peckerhead, there's 2 metalheads that he kills.
Because they're the punks, and then there's the metalheads.
Yeah, but they make that metalhead seem like they're douchebags. I'm like, metalheads aren't douchebags.
We can be at times, I guess.
Not like that. I don't know.
No. Yeah,
but
whatever. It's a fun watch. I enjoyed it.
It is more funny than scary.
Yes,
but
it's definitely a funny movie for sure.
Yeah, just not what I'm into.
The next movie I wanted to quickly talk about was We Summon the Darkness. I saw this a few years ago on Netflix. I don't think it's still there. I need to find this and rewatch it. But 3 best friends go on this sort of road trip to go check out heavy metal shows and whatnot. And then as they do, they like run into these 3 girls at a metal show, and they start to like go hang out afterwards at this house and whatnot. And throughout the entire movie, there's sort of this, or leading up to the big reveal and whatnot, they see like news clippings and whatnot, or radio show, like people talking and whatnot about how there's this church group out trying to get rid of the metal music because it's satanic. And then there's been a bunch of satanic like murders in the neighborhood or in the county and whatnot. And then it reveals that the group of 3 women in this are the ones doing all the killings and whatnot. So it's basically, it's funny. It's a funny movie. The metal aspect of going to see metal shows and then drugging these 3 guys and trying to kill them for Satan and whatnot.
Yeah, because obviously the metalheads are Satanists, so
yeah, exactly. So they were trying
killings.
to blame it on the metalheads for sure.
Yeah. So those types of movies piss me off because I'm like,
I think of the 3 girls, 2 of them really don't like metal. They were like more the Christian, right? Okay. Like they were super very Christian-y and whatnot, raised up in Christian families. If I remember correctly, the like big pastor pushing for getting rid of metal, his daughter was one of the girls.
Oh, okay.
If I remember correctly, it's been a few years.
So it's like,
but one of the 3, their newest friend they've added, and she might have been along for this first killing or something, is actually into metal. So they're sitting there talking about like how awesome Randy Rhoads was and how awesome Ozzy is and all this kind of shit. And then she sort of turns and helps the guys out.
I see.
If I remember correctly. It's been a couple years. I need to check that out again. But yeah, those are the main movies I wanted to talk about. There's obviously a whole lot of other ones out there. You just discovered Death Rot, which was one.
Yeah, it seemed really funny because it was like in the description, it said that the tour bus, like a band's tour bus, breaks down in a small town, and like they find this Christian family who's selling human meat
to raise money for the church.
And so it just sounds funny. I probably wouldn't be into it, but it sounds funny.
I'll try to find that and watch that. David Grohl, I think, has one out, Studio 666, which is supposed to be like a death metal band that's somehow a horror movie or some shit like that. Haven't watched that yet, but I think that came out last year, so that's another one.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a lot out there. So I don't know. It's fun. Halloween's a great time to watch these movies. They're great to watch year round, but Halloween for sure is when I definitely binge a bunch of horror movies. So I don't know. Just a few that I've watched or we've seen and whatnot. So hopefully there's more out there, and hopefully you check stuff out.
Bye.